Wario Land Shake It, so we're going to be doing the final 2 levels in Area 2, and these are going to be quite a bit longer than the previous video. The last video was like 10 minutes, I think this one's closer to 15, maybe it's not that much longer, but anyway, we're going to be heading into this one, which I believe is, yep, it is a lava level, and I actually liked this level a lot. I guess it's called Mount Lava Lava. And this was a really fun one. I think they did a really good job keeping the level moving. There's a lot of different things we had to run into and do, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. So the first thing we're going to notice is this barrel. It kind of looks like a barrel, and it's walking on stilts, and we can knock it down by slamming the ground with your massive fist, and it will lower down and then raise up after a couple of seconds. And then we can come up here and actually hit these blocks and get the golden bag, and if you're careful you can hit you can collect these silver coins, but I'm not really going to worry too much about those. And then we can shake open the bag, and that's a pretty good way to start the level. Again, you want to try to get as many coins as possible if you want to make any progress in the game, because we do have to spend them on those dumb maps. And then we can come up here and head on over to the next screen. We're going to be seeing those spinny poles soon, and also an Indiana Jones boulder here that we can activate by blowing up the bomb wall, or the timer bomb wall, I guess, and we do that just by ground pounding. I made a mistake here by not going over to the right like I was supposed to, so I think there's a chest over there. There may not be though, so that was kind of annoying. And then we can free this boulder, but you'll realize there's nowhere to go. Doesn't matter, doesn't hurt us, it just wraps us around it and then throws us out the other side. So that's pretty fun. Then we get to climb up here, and you'll want to, if you want to collect a chest anyway, you'll want to activate those walls before you jump up there, and then we can grab that chest and move it all the way down here to the right. Then we can grab on the rope and move over here, so the boulder's just going to throw us here regardless if we waited for the chest or not. And then there's going to be a bomb platform right there that we want to try to destroy, because that will free some stilts that we can lower down with the ground pound again, and then let it take us up, and we can get the golden enemy that is up here, which is also a challenge, but he's a forked golden enemy, so be careful that he doesn't fall on you like he did with me. And then we'll just want to come on down here, jump onto that platform, kill that fire guy, and then lower these again. And if you hit the lava here, it's not like, say, a Mario game where you instantly die, but in this game, if you take damage, you're invincible for a couple of seconds. So if you hit the lava, you're still invincible, but you're also walking around in the lava. So just be careful for that. I believe there's another chest up here to the left that I'll be heading to momentarily. I messed it up, so I'm just kind of showing off where it is, but it's these bomb platforms that I charged there and I shouldn't have. And these platforms do not come back if you leave the screen and return here. So you have to restart the level to do that again, which is kind of annoying, but hey, I guess that's just how it is. And then we'll just try to get on over to the right side again like we were supposed to in the first place. And these stilts have a little bit longer of a delay when it comes to lowering down the half-barrel platform thing, so you just have to keep hitting the ground when they do eventually go down, but they are going to take a little bit more time to go up than the other ones did. There's a silver coin that I missed, and also a checkpoint, which is going to get a little bit more usual. We're going to start seeing checkpoints. Oh, sorry, that's not a checkpoint. That activated the... Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. That activated the blocks that lowered down the stilt to get us over here. And there's nothing of importance that we need to worry about. So then we can walk into the next screen and jump into the lava. So I am here just demonstrating how the lava works. Yeah, that's what that was about. Now, if you notice, these stilts are already on their heights, and if you ground pound here, they will lower into the lava, and you don't want that. So don't do any of that here, just leave them alone, dodge the lava piranhas, and then make it over pretty easily to this side of the screen, and then we can activate the real checkpoint, get the fairy, and then fall on down. So not too difficult of a level, really, pretty straightforward, but a lot of fun. I still like this level. And then when we get down here, we're going to activate that barrel, and if you're a little bit quicker than I was, you should be able to survive or get out of that part and jump on that rope swing if you want to. There's a bunch of coins and stuff over there, but either way you just end up here at the same time, and this way is probably quicker to use the boulder if you wanted to make the time limit. And then we can grab the speed box and just start running, sprinting at super speed over toward the exit, and then we get into this cannon, fire ourselves up, get the golden bag, and I would have made the time here if I hadn't collected that golden bag. I think I was like 4 seconds short or something, and I bet I would have made it if I hadn't gotten that golden bag, but it doesn't really matter. I think it's 140 is the time for this level. And if I hadn't wasted time turning around there, because I'm not really too sure, where I'm supposed to be going. And then we'll make it over here, and I guess it's 135, so yeah, if I hadn't gotten that bag, I definitely would have made it. But anyway, that was it for that level. Pretty cool level. And done relatively well, even though I did miss quite a few things, but what else is new? Also a challenge to destroy all the bomb blocks, so I'm sure there's a bunch hidden that I totally missed. That's okay, though. And that is it for that Mount Lava. So now the last level in Area 2 before the boss fight, Wiggly Wilds. This one actually is a little bit harder than what we've been experiencing so far. Still not too bad, but it does have its moments. And there's kind of a fun thing coming up that I'll talk about when we get there, but it's kind of a cool way that we unlock the chest. So anyway, we're going to be largely doing the same thing that we've done before here in Savannah Valley, which is just moving to the right and then moving to the left. But we also get the return of these spinning poles, and this whole level is pretty much going to be pole spinning, and it's going to get a little bit boring for me to talk about if it isn't already. This is also one I again want to remind you that if you are low on health, just pick up one of these enemies and shake them, and they should drop a garlic. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, and that garlic is how you will get your health back. And I did take quite a bit of damage inside this level. It was just a series of very unfortunate mistakes. So this is a room filled with these spinning poles and tons of coins. And you're not going to be able to collect those coins quite yet because we need to get above them first. And I'm going to try to do that because I do want to try to get the valuable ones if I can help it. And we're just going to be spinning around over here to the left, and we can drop it down that one to the pole below if we wanted to collect that coin. But I'm more interested in the golden enemies, so we're going to go grab that guy. And as I've said before, if you are spinning in the air, you are pretty much invincible. Even the electric puffball guys that we'll be seeing later are no match for Wario's spinning power once he's spinning at maximum speed. So don't worry about that, just run into them and you'll be fine. There's something over there to the right that I did not get because I thought that was the way out of this area, and it is not, which is always annoying to me in games when you never know, like they branch off into different directions, especially in shooters that are pretty linear. You never know which way is the collectible and which way is the way for the story, because you want to go the way to the collectible, but then you go the way for the story and you can't go back to the collectible because you'd have to restart the level. And come on, who wants to do that the first time? So it's, yeah, and that happens in this game too. But anyway, here's the exit to the level, and not the level, the area. Not even the area, because we're in area 2, you know what I mean. And then we get into this area, which has a kind of, has that interesting collectible I was talking about earlier. We also get a new enemy, this bird that drops a stone on top of us, and yeah, he'll charge at us if we stand still for too long, but I end up killing him at some point. I think this is where I end up taking most of my damage. That stupid jumping fork guy, I don't know how many times he hit me, but it was way too many times. So we'll get into the speed block and then move on over to the left and jump up here and grab these silver coins. And then you'll notice that platform. And up above the platform, I don't think I show it yet, to the left is a block that we can only break when we're going super speed. So what do we need to do? We need to get into the super block and then go back and forth very tightly without falling off the platform. And then once we get up here, make sure we face ourselves to the left, which I didn't do there. So I'm going to wait till the platform comes back down, and then we're going to jump on top of it. And there we go, made it to the chest. Got the Hypno Specs, utterly worthless, but hey, that was kind of fun. That took me many tries, and I got rid of most of them because who wants to watch that, right? So that was kind of interesting. You can also ground pound in the air as Wario, I think. Maybe not. I think you can, though. I think if you spin up high in the air and you are pushing down on the, what's that, the D-pad. You push down on the D-pad to get Wario to ground pound down. I think you can do that. Then you can break some of these blocks that we're seeing that you can only break at maximum speed. But we're going to be heading over here to the left again for yet another golden bag, and we should be well over 20,000 coins now, so that's kind of nice. And this level actually was, a lot of it was, what's it called? The ending. Most of it took time with it was the most amount of time it took to finish the ending. I'm trying to figure out how the heck I'm supposed to word this stuff sometimes. But, so the level itself isn't even all that long, but just getting back to the beginning took probably about a third of the length of this level. And we're a little over halfway done right now, so we're getting there. And then again, I'm a little bit low on health here, or at least I'm not that low, but I'm thinking I'm probably low, so I'm going to grab this guy, shake out a garlic, and free it, and then check out if I can... no, probably can't do anything there. I think that's for the ending too, that block. And then we can make it into this pipe room and just shimmy our way on over, try to hopefully not fall into the water so we don't get eaten by the piranhas. Then we're going to get even more spinning pipes to deal with. And this room reminded me a little bit of that VVV game, just because of all the spikes. And I just had flashbacks to how many times I died in that VVV game because I hit a spike by a pixel, and there were so many screens that you had to keep moving your guy, and then you enter a new screen, and then you have to keep moving him, and you don't know what's there, and you die, and then you have to do it again, and then you get to the ending, and then you get a glitch, and... the glitch was supposed to be patched, but you can't beat it, and there's no way to you know, redo it. Your save was right after the glitch, so I never got to beat that game. That was kind of annoying, but I did like that game. So anyway, we make it over here, and finally toward the ending. So we get a whole 4 minutes to make it back to the beginning. That should just tell you how long they expect us to take here. And I do make a bunch of mistakes. I probably could have made this, again, in the time limit, but, you know, I was still not sure where I was going too much. And here, I guess, okay, maybe you can't actually go through when you're spinning. I thought maybe you could, but it looks like I tried there, and I don't think you can. So, anyway, let's move on over here to the left, and we don't want to go down this ladder. This is not where we want to go, but there are going to be a couple of these invincible spike guys, and they're pretty much your punishment if you fall from the spinning pipes above us. So we're just going to be... a gigantic bird just flew into my window. Okay then, anyway. I don't know if that got picked up by the microphone. That was weird. Okay, anyway, we're just going to be using these pipes to break these blocks and go upward. Try not to fall down because you really don't want to waste more time than you need to. Man, I wonder if that... I don't know, I'm going to have to go look if that bird's dead or not. That was a big thump. Okay, then, anyway. Let's come up here to these pipes. Just keep moving our way left. I don't think there's a speed block for us here. I think we just have to do this manually. So it's one of the few levels where they're not going to let us have any fun. But we're pretty much immortal when we're spinning anyway, so it's not like there's any worry. And then we just have to come on over here to the left, and then we're almost near the end. We got to go through this cannon, and then soon we'll be seeing some familiar ground. And then we got to go through another cannon. Just make sure that you shimmy over and miss these bomb things or spikes. I don't actually know what those do. I should find out one day. And then we make it up to the top, move it over to the left, and that'll be the end of the level and also the end of this video. The next one will be a boss fight, which is not my favorite boss, and I will see you then.